Welcome back to International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard at the Gold Star Standard. Reactions, reviews, and news you can use. Once again, I am your host, International Yada, for the record saying the dials, and check it out. Guilty plea accepted. Now awaiting sentencing. Let's get straight off into this. Leave those kids alone. You don't want this to be your fate. Awaiting sentencing, dealing with a minor. Here we go. Kenner, sex trafficking suspects plan to show a 15-year-old how to work Bourbon Street. Here go the suspects. Two of the suspects, CORA, BEUVING, and JAZMIN MCKINNIE. Y'all check this out. Here we go. Two women were charged with trafficking a child for sexual purposes after authorities rescued a 15-year-old girl from a Kenner motel. A 15-year-old girl. Like I said, I think y'all think this is some type of get-rich-quick scheme or something. Dealing with a minor for purposes of prostitution. Trafficking a child. You're going to get what you're looking for. Keep it up. You will find what you're looking for. Leave those kids alone. Here we go. JAZMIN MCKINNIE, 31. You see her right here. JAZMIN MCKINNIE, 31, of Mount Clair, Louisiana, and CORA BEUVING, 26, of Scappoose, Oregon. Scappoose, Oregon. Never even heard of it. Pleaded not guilty Friday in Jefferson Parish Magistrate Court. BEUVING was also charged with possession of methamphetamines. This is BEUVING right here. She had some meth on her. She looked like she was a little, you know, right there in the picture. Court records said. Let's check out CORA and Jazz. Leave those kids alone. Y'all just don't get enough. One from Oregon and the other from Louisiana. Well, she is actually from California. You'll see later on in the story. But they got arrested in Louisiana. Y'all check this out. Here we go. Investigators allege the women's colluded with another suspect, a man who has not yet been arrested, to have the girls participate in commercial sex acts, according to Kenner Police Detective Catherine Strawoski. Okay, here we go. They said they can teach her how to work Bourbon Street. Here we go. Text messages between MCKINNIE and the man included plans to show the girl how to work Bourbon Street. Strawoski testified during a June 20 hearing in the case. You got this information off the cell phones. Kenner police received a tip from federal authorities that a 15-year-old girl, reported as a runaway out of Texas, was staying in a motel on the 2800 block of Williams Boulevard in Kenner, Strawoski said. These kids have been reported missing. Once again, another case of children that have been reported missing, found with adults and dealing with this sex trafficking. Y'all lucky this is not federal and this is a state case, because you will be looking at a life sentence. These two, they will be looking at life sentences right now if this was a federal case. Y'all better take heed. Don't go out like these two right here. Leave those minors alone. Leave those children alone. Here we go. Authorities on May 25th went to the motel where management confirmed that the juvenile was staying with a man and at least 2 other women in 2 rooms. Beuving was an occupant in one of the 2 rooms, Strawitzky said. So Cora, right here, she was an occupant in the room, the one that had the meth. Here we go. While investigators spoke with Beuving, McKinney pulled up in a vehicle with the victim, according to authorities. So police upstairs in Cora Beuving's room, and JAZMIN McKinney pulls up with the minor in the car with her. Not a bright idea. Here we go. Beuving and the man are accused of helping the girl post advertisements for sex acts online that included photos of herself, Strawitzky said. Beuving told authorities she didn't know the girl was 15. Hey, that excuse is no longer valid. I did not know. Ignorance of the law is no excuse. Don't do it. Leave those kids alone. Here we go. In the conversations between McKinney and the man, he told McKinney she was in her 20s, according to Strawitzky. So the man told McKinney over here that the girl was in her 20s. McKinney must have asked, hey, how old is this girl? And the so-called guy that they was messaging said she in her 20s. He said that the minor was in her 20s. Here we go. Beuving and McKinney were arrested and booked into the Jefferson Parish Correctional Center in Gretna. Both were still being held there Monday. Okay, they was holding the parish jail. Okay, here we go. Bail for Beuving was set at $255,000. And bail for McKinney was set at $250,000. They need $500,000 plus to get out of jail. Y'all better leave them kids alone. Y'all just would not learn, huh? You better take heed, because you too could receive $250,000 bail and be sitting in jail fighting for your life because you dealt with a minor. It's not worth it. Leave those kids alone. Let's check out this news story on it. One second. Here we go.
Police are investigating a sex trafficking incident involving a 15-year-old girl right here in Kinner. Our partners at NOLA.com report 2 women have been charged with sex trafficking after officials rescued the girl from a motel on Williams Boulevard. Investigators say JAZMIN McKinney from Louisiana and CORA Beuving from Oregon worked with a man to get the girl to participate in sexual acts. Text messages reveal McKinney and the man talked about showing the girl, quote, how to work Bourbon Street. Beuving and the man allegedly helped the girl post sexual advertisements. NOLA.com reports the man has not yet been arrested, and investigators believe the 15-year-old was a runaway from Texas. McKinney and Beuving have pled not guilty.
Hold on, we got another story on that. Here we go. Check this out.
And right now, police are still looking for a man accused of helping 2 women traffic a 15-year-old child. That's according to Kenner police. The incident happened at a motel, they say, near the intersection of Williams and Veterans.
Near the airport. We do know that 2 women are facing charges for the crime. And tonight, anti-trafficking advocates are concerned that we could see an uptick in trafficking crimes. WDSU reporter Jonah Gilmore live at 10. Jonah, what are you hearing?
Well, that advocate tells me they usually see more of these crimes when major events are in the city, so things like Mardi Gras and Super Bowl. She urges people to stay vigilant and hopes police arrest the man involved in this case.
2 women are facing charges accused of trying to traffic a 15-year-old child. Record shows the women arrested are 31-year-old JAZMIN McKinney and 26-year-old CORA BEUVING.
We are currently investigating other individuals as well.
Kenner police confirms the 15-year-old runaway child from Texas was staying with the women and a man at a motel on Williams Boulevard.
Just looking at the situation at hand and looking at it one step further.
According to Kenner police, during a June 20th court hearing, it was revealed the group helped the girl post advertisements promoting sex online and were planning to show the child how to, quote, work on Bourbon.
Places such as Bourbon Street see large amounts of tourists and other individuals looking to have a good time, but you also see individuals that are looking to buy commercial sex.
Anti-sex trafficking advocate Diane Amos says it's a common practice for traffickers to bring victims to low-end motels.
Security in those motels are not the same as you have in a downtown hotel.
She says the New Orleans Metro deals with a lot of these crimes, adding they usually see a spike when major events are in town.
I was here for 2013 Super Bowl in New Orleans, and there was about I would say 100% increase in trafficking.
Amos says signs of human trafficking includes a person's behavior, physical signs like someone appearing malnourished or have injuries, and unusual parents like a young girl with an older man. She says apps have made trafficking easier, but people need to be on alert and ready to speak up.
Everybody can take a part in knowing what it is, what to look for, and who to contact.
Now, both of these women are facing a charge for trafficking children for sexual purposes. Both women did plead not guilty. As of right now, there's no word on who this man is and where he may be.
They said there's no idea who this man is that was in the text message or where he may be. One thing we do know, though, JAZMIN McKinney has pled guilty and is awaiting sentencing. Here we go. Check this out. California woman guilty of sex trafficking a minor, conspiracy. And here's a picture of her. JAZMIN McKinney again. They say California woman. At first it was Louisiana woman. They thought she was from Louisiana. They said she's from Cali. Came down there to sex traffic a minor. I better get a grips on this. Take heed. Don't do it. Leave those kids alone. Look at her face. You don't want to have that face sitting up in court because they say you trafficked a minor. Here we go. New Orleans, Louisiana. Acting U.S. Attorney Michael M. Simpson announced that JAZMIN McKinney, age 32 of California, pled guilty on September 4th, 2025 before United States District Judge Eldon E. Fallon to conspiracy to commit sex trafficking of a minor in violation of Title 18 United States Code Section 371. According to court documents, in May 2024, two adult men, they say it was two grown men, brought a 15-year-old girl from Houston, Texas to New Orleans for the purpose of having her engage in commercial sex. McKinney posted advertisement for commercial sex with the minor victim on online classified ad service websites. So they say it was two men that brought the 15-year-old girl to Louisiana from Texas. And JAZMIN McKinney here helped her post ads online. Let's go. In pleading guilty, McKinney faces a maximum penalty of 5 years imprisonment, up to 3 years of supervised release, a fine of $250,000, and $100 mandatory special assessment fee. So the maximum for this in Louisiana is only 5 years.
What?
And up to 3 years supervised release. Hey. She's lucky she didn't go federal with this. You know, if they find those guys in this case, you know they're going to take it straight federal. They said it was 2 men that brought the girl from Texas to Louisiana. Y'all better stop throwing y'all lives away out here dealing with these minors. Here are 2 women, adult consensual sex workers, willing to engage in commercial sex work, and then you go deal with a minor, where it's 2 adult women right here. That's down for the cause. Y'all gotta get it together out here. Now they catch up with these guys, and now they sitting in the federal courtroom facing life in prison with that look on your face. Y'all better take heed. Don't throw your life away. Here we go. Judge Fallon said sentencing in this matter for January 8th, 2026, top of the new year. We are already in September. They say they'll be sentencing JAZMIN McKinney January 8th, 2026. Not yet sure of the fate of CORA, but we will be keeping y'all in tune with this case. International Star Media, the Gold Star Standard, at the Gold Star Standard. Reactions, reviews, and news you can use. Once again, I am your host, International Yada, for the record saying the dollars. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And we will see you on the next one.